The question, here's the issue, how are you going to do it? You compare someone my height, I'm 5'3" and 0.5. Jeff Sessions is 5'4". It's against a man like Miller, Attorney General Miller. He's scary big. Miller is scary big. Particularly if you're short, if you're small, if you're weak, if you're vulnerable. Then you need bodyguards around you. Then you need somebody to represent you as an equalizer. You need equalizers. Get the picture in your mind as your stranger's talking to you. How do you live with yourself as a man when you have to have all that protection to face up to a man who's scary big compared to you, scary powerful compared to you, can kill you with one blow, can toss you aside, lift you and throw you away, put you in a pocket and walk away with, stomp on you. And you're in the presence and all you're thinking, man, I hope to God I don't catch a reflex. I hope to God I don't trigger this man. This is the loneliest, most miserable feeling in the world. And the only way to cope with it, if you have you're at that kind of disadvantage, is, again, get yourself in tremendous shape. And then some. You need to develop brute strength. I can't emphasize that enough. Brute strength that can lift things, grab things, push things, pull things over the head, throw things with power, with speed, with flexibility, with agility. You need that foundation, that steel foundation to work off of. There is no hope, there is no remedy other than that. There is, you're going to have to go through your life always soliciting somebody to protect you. Or you're going to have to walk on eggshells around a man like Miller who's scary big. And you're Jeff Sessions size and height. Or you're a short man like me. And you're uncoordinated. You're not flexible. You're slow moving. You're way out of shape. And there's no brute power in your body. What are you going to do then? You better shut your mouth and run like hell. That's all you can do. And my friend, that's the lowest feeling in the world. That's why a man like Charles Atlas was able to sell the dream to all of us in the Superman days, in the 50s and the 60s in New York City, on those streets of broken dreams. I'm calling out today to my army of he-men. Are you tired of being puny, miserable, weak, with a bully always kicking sand in your face and standing up against you and intimidating you symbolically and deliberately physically? Are you tired of living your life walking on eggshells? Are you tired of living your life like Uncle Wiggily, the arthritic rabbit who had enemies everywhere and carried his home, which was an igloo? That was his security, always looking for a hiding place like a cockroach, because anybody can stomp on him. And he's hiding in an igloo on a hot July day. His enemies are surrounding him, throwing rocks at that igloo. And Uncle Wiggily knows he's trembling inside there, the weak, arthritic old gentleman, kindly old gentleman. And his enemies are throwing rocks at that igloo. And the igloo's melting on this hot July day. And he's terrified, he's scaring, he's petrified in fear. That's the lowest, most devastating feeling you could possibly feel. And then comes Charles Atlas. I'll turn you into a fighting He-Man in just 3 months. I'll Tiger Dinsel your lats. I'll armor plate your pecs. I'll put TNT into your fists. I'll give you a grip that doesn't let go and doesn't quit. I'll turn your forearms into huge, mighty tree trunks. I'll turn your abs into steel washboards. I'll turn your triceps into steel horseshoes. I'll football your biceps. I'll coconut your delts and turn them into huge, round, beautiful marbles. Beautiful, beautiful marble of power. I'll take your thighs, your legs, and turn them into huge, powerful columns of strength. I'll take your will and turn it into steel. Never again will anybody intimidate you. Never again will you have to walk on eggshells against anybody. We bought that dream. We bought that fantasy. We bought the marketplace. And we wore our garrisons, our tough guy garrison belts, and our fancy fat backs, and our fedoras. And we thought by wearing these symbols of power and presence, we would assume the quality. And then we went even further when we trained. We bought, are you ready for this? Our huge ego t-shirts. Huge ego t-shirts. On a pukey, puny body. Weak, pukey, puny body. That's insanity, man.